Hi friends, welcome to day 15 of Inktober Tangles Challenge 2023. I'm Anica, a CZT from Croatia. And today we are going to draw a tangle Scara by Midori Furukashi. A wonderful Japanese CZT, may I just add. Because I have limited space here and it's kind of a spacious tangle, I will just quickly draw it here to show you how it's done. It's quite simple. You start with a central orb and then add 5 more, but you know, it's not like a rule. You can add more or less if you want to. And then after adding those 5, you are going to add small ones. And then after adding those 5s, you are going to connect the middle with each of them with this kind of a lazy S. So it's just an S shape, but very loose one. And then after finishing that, just add another orb closer to the middle, it's closer to the center again. And then this shape looks almost like half of a Huggins tangle. If you're a tangler, you know what Huggins looks like, so it's very similar. And yeah, it's that easy. And of course, then you embellish it as much or as little as you want. Because I have this limited space here on my tile, I will draw only a part of it. So I think I want to save some space for, just to have some negative space here so that it's not too packed with tangles. So I will put this central orb here, and then I will imagine that 2 orbs are below, and I will add maybe 3 of them here. Let's add this, and I will imagine that one of them is over there, connecting the orbs with the center. So this one would go like this and like this. Now I will go to connect this one and then just add. So this was obviously not distributed perfectly, but it doesn't need to be distributed perfectly. It's a price I'm paying for choosing this kind of a setup where I don't see the whole thing. It's much easier if you see the whole thing. But it's fine as it is. You know that there are no mistakes in Zentangle. Now I'm going to do this, what I like to call mushroom cap. It's like adding a mushroom cap to a shape or to a tangle. Oops. And then another mushroom cap here. And here I don't have space, so I will just add this. And it doesn't matter that these are not the same size, that this mushroom is thinner than this one here. They don't need to be the same size at all. So this is the basic shape. It's fairly easy, and now the only question is how you will embellish them. And now that I have this very thin one, I think I will add 1 line on the outer side just to make it thicker, and then I will add 1 line to each of them. Depending on how much space I have inside or the outside, I will make some of them thinner and some of them thicker. So there's another maybe suggestion for you when a similar thing happens and you want to make these shapes more similar to each other, then you can always do something like this. Decide, just add an order line and decide if you will place it inside or outside of the existing shape. Now there are these spaces inside, and I think that I would prefer them to be maybe dark. Let's do something like this. I will somehow connect these orbs just to create a little bit more contrast. And I'm not saying that it will be a good solution, so maybe you would like to look at what's happening here and decide if you even like it. I'm just testing this idea. I've never used this tangle before. It does remind me of Zentangle's Well Who. Was it? Yeah, I think it was Well Who. So I'm giving it a dark, dark inking inside to create more contrast. And now I will decide what to do with the rest of it. I think I will just go with one dark triangle inside of these each of them, and you can do this so that it looks kind of plump. And I will do this on each side, of course. Maybe I should have created it a little bit bigger, with this tangle that kind of takes quite a lot of space. I think size does matter. And maybe if it was bigger, it would be easier to place more embellishments inside, and maybe just play with shades and highlights in a more efficient way when you tangle bigger. So this is it, and I'm just thinking, because I'm not sure that I want to leave these spaces open, but I'm not sure either about what I would like to create in each of them. So I think I will have to make this decision at some point, but it doesn't need to be just now. So I will add some shades, and I'll start around this central orb. I started adding tangles as they appeared in the challenge. So when I added this first one, I didn't know what the others would be positioned like or what's coming either, because I wasn't preparing for this challenge. And, if I knew, I would probably not place this shade like this. I would probably wait until I'm done with the line work. Then I would decide which side looks best, and which one would I consider to be the top. And typically, if I have some negative space like I have here, I would choose this to be the top side, and then I would shade all of the orbs in a way that suggests what is the top size. So, it's not like a Zentangle thing to do, to worry about the source of light and so on, but it's what I like to worry about. So this is why maybe these shades in my orbs will not be consistent. Of course, I can always take an eraser and erase this shade and just place it in a different way, but I don't think that I need to do it now. I'm still thinking about these spaces and what to do with them, but I can't make this decision yet. So I think I will just leave it like this, and then after I see what's coming in the next days, I might, decide what to do with it. But for now, I will leave it as it is. I will take my white jelly roll and just add some whitest highlights to these orbs, at least where the background is not white. And I don't think that I will complicate it with shading because there's just not enough space. And yeah, it's not the perfect star, it's not a perfect Scara tangle, but it is what it is, and I will see how the next tangles in the next days will play into this whole design and then decide what I will do with these. Thanks for drawing with me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.